Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Lani, and on this channel I do videos on my nursing journey, which I started documenting towards the end of achieving my ADN. And I will also be incorporating some of my mom life and vegan videos as well. And if that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now, as well as the bell for notifications. So let's get into my recap as a GN so far. So the past couple weeks have been super busy for me. I mean, I work 3 shifts a week, and last week I had to go to a work summit, which is a meeting for everyone on the floor to talk about policies, new policies, programs, opportunity for advancement, and opportunities to make more money, as well as awards. So that kind of thing. Other than that, life as a GN on a med-surg floor is never boring. And because of it, I am behind on my online education stuff. You know, like the hospital puts out these online education things for everyone with a deadline on it, and I have like quite a few backed up. This week when I go back to work, I'm going to try and knock those out because I don't like being behind on anything. But that's just how crazy it's been the past couple weeks. I'm behind. Obviously, I'm behind on recording for YouTube, so I'm behind everywhere else. On the job, I feel like I've been improving as far as how much I can take on, like the number of patients. The most I've had was about 8 patients, but I have the LPN and a tech to help me, which is so awesome. I feel like I've been improving in my skills as well, as far as inserting IVs and drawing blood and everything else. There's still a few things I have to check off my list, but yeah, I feel like I'm getting there. I'm approaching the end of my orientation period, which is 12 weeks. Yeah, in a couple weeks, or the next week or the week after, I'll be done with orientation. Then I'll be on my own, which is kind of scary, but kind of exciting. No, it's still scary. I mean, it's not that I don't believe in myself, it's that I know firsthand. I've already seen how crazy it can be being a GN, and I know how crazy it can be for an RN alone with the workload they kind of dump on you. It's just crazy because it's that short staff. I mean, usually it's supposed to be like 5 patients per nurse, but it's been really short staffed. Yeah. I've had good and bad days. One week was so good actually that I actually had to wait on the clock to punch out. I was so proficient that day, knocking things out, charting and everything. It was a smooth day. Actually, I had three of those days, so the whole week was like that. And I don't know, I just went home feeling really good after that. But then the following week, oh my goodness. The following week, I felt like I was running around like a headless chicken. Like, I was so overwhelmed because there's 3 sides to my unit, and I switched sides, and I guess this is the crazy side where it's always crazy. So depending on staffing, you'll be like moved to a different floor. I mean, moved to a different side, but for the most part, same thing. It's still the same thing, still med-surg. Which, for the sake of getting the experience and, you know, getting used to the flow of nursing, being a nurse, being in charge of an LPN and a tech, and taking care of that many patients, I wish it wasn't so that I would move around to different sides of the unit so much, because, I don't know, I feel like it would have been easier to get used to if I was on the same side, because when we move sides, side A, B, and C, one is on a different floor, and then everything is in different places. I'm just like, can I just stay on one side until I'm done? But no matter where you go as a GN, it's like that. It's like, it's challenging like that in a way where everything's new. I mean, not every floor when you go in as a GN is like that. It's just that it's something new, something I have to get used to. I mean, I don't believe anyone who says otherwise, who says that their orientation period as a GN was easy. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. Because you go to school, nursing school, to pass an NCLEX, to pass a test. They didn't teach me nothing about time management for this many patients, this many procedures in a day, this many discharges in a day. I was like, ooh. In one day, I've had to discharge 3 patients, transfer 1, and oh my God. Let me not go into that much, but yeah. So on my unit, we get a little bit of everything. Cardiac issues, GI issues, respiratory issues, everything. People just waiting on placement for outpatient care, for SNF placement. They're not so critical to be on the higher level units, but they're not quite ready to get out the door. So how my day usually goes as a GN, I check my patient assignment, I check the labs and everything. My patients get report from the night nurse, meet with my LPN and my tech to, you know, set up a plan of action, and then I'll go about doing my assessments. And on a good day, all about 6 assessments will be done. If I get 6 patients, it'll be done hopefully by 9 or 9:30. In assessment, I usually start with the most critical patient first, and then whoever is going to a procedure that morning, get them out of the way and make sure everyone's stable and ready to go and do whatever they need to do. Then I get the ball rolling on setting up stuff for the patient, making sure they have everything they need. If anybody's getting discharged, I start the discharge paperwork, making sure that whatever they need to, all their stuff they need before they go are, you know, ready for them. One thing I am so freaking grateful for on this unit is the role of the LPN and the tech. My goodness. The LPN helps me with the meds and helps me with setting up feeding pumps and everything. They do it. I don't even have to tell her. If she finds something that pops up, a new order, and she can do it, she just does it. And then the same thing with the tech. She knocks out all the blood pressure and blood glucose and, you know, taking care of the patient, like washing them. I mean, she calls me when she needs help, turning a patient, washing them. I don't know. They're ninjas. Like, I work with ninjas. Like, I'll turn around to ask somebody for help, like to ask someone to help me, and then before I know it, I find them and they're like, oh, I already did that. Don't worry about it. But like, I'm like, you guys are ninjas. I'm like, oh my gosh. Thank you, God. I'm just like, thank you, God, for these awesome people. It's been good. It's still kind of rough, but you know, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm getting used to it, kind of. But yeah, that's my update for my life as a GN on a med-surg unit, guys. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments box below, and be sure to follow me on my IG at Miss Lonnie Rose, and I'll see you in my next video, okay? Bye!